Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariola. If you've been here before, you see that I got a haircut recently and I'm still kind of getting used to it, and it's gonna be perfect for today because Ruben and I, my husband, we're gonna go on kind of a road trip. It's been a little bit of a thing to plan and I'll give you a quick rundown, but it is September, hurricane season. It's my birthday weekend. We had been planning a really cool hiking trip and I even got these hiking boots, these hiking pants, because it was gonna be a legit one. And then this tropical storm Earl that's not directly hitting us, but some of the rain came to us last night, changed our plans, and we kind of slept in today. We were supposed to leave at 6 a.m. because it's towards the south of Puerto Rico, Salinas. It's like an hour away from us. And we slept in thinking this wasn't gonna happen, and then we wake up and it's a beautiful day. I will show you. So we are heading out now. It is about to be 12 p.m. way behind schedule, but we're still just gonna wing it because we don't know how muddy the area is gonna be. So stop one might be Salinas, stop two might be Guanica, which is like an hour further away, which is by the beach. Is another cool hike, shouldn't be that muddy. So that's why today's kind of up in the air and I don't know what's going on. So I'm bringing you with us and trying to take you throughout the hikes. I'm super excited. I am not a hiker. This is technically my first legit hike, so I'm very excited and I will show you my outfit. Like I said, I got legit hiking shoes. These are hiking boots and these pants. So we started our journey around 12 p.m. and Guanica was about 2 hours away from us, and it was pretty straightforward, honestly. Thankfully, it's a highway throughout the whole time until you get to actually the state park in Guanica, which is when you get those crazy roads that if you've seen in my previous vlogs, it's just basically a really narrow road where you can only fit one car and it's both ways and it gets really scary. But thankfully, it was honestly really beautiful. I hadn't been to the south side of Puerto Rico as often. So we passed by Ponce. As you can see, big letters. If you know anybody from Ponce, they say that this is the capital of Puerto Rico. It is not, it's actually San Juan, just so you know. But it's a really pretty place. And as we got closer to Guanica, you can see in the distance there was a lot of heavy rain coming our way, and also we could hear thunder. So that's where we were nearing Salinas. So we decided to actually just keep driving to Guanica, which was an hour away, in hopes that we just could kind of bypass this whole storm. Since we were stuck in traffic, we decided to eat our sandwich and our chips, and then we were about 10 minutes away, and that's when the road started getting narrower. Like I was saying beforehand, before it was a highway, but then as you got closer to el Bosque Seco de Guanica, which is where we decided to go, as you can see, it was very narrow and space for just one car both ways. But the view was insane as you kept going up the mountain. You were by the ocean. It was honestly beautiful. Yes, it was still a little bit cloudy, but when we came back, it was an absolutely beautiful day and it was such an insane view. I did not feel like I was in Puerto Rico this whole time. I even told Ruben as we got deeper into el Bosque Seco, which is basically a dry forest, it just felt very deserty, like we were in Arizona or in Nevada. We saw a lot of cacti, a lot of cool things that honestly we usually don't get towards the north of Puerto Rico where we live. So it was such a cool experience and adventure. I would like to note that we actually put the GPS going to El Bosque Seco de Guanica, a specific trail that we found on this app for hiking, but it took us to a dead end where it was definitely not the place to start the hike. So then we found the Meseta trail, which is the one that we wanted to do, and that's how we ended up going to the actual spot. As you will see, you'll be next to the beach, and there's this specific part. You'll see a gate that's green, which is where you go into to start the trail. But then if you do a little roundabout, then you can park to the right hand side, which is a really long, kind of like a dirt road with just a spot to park. Like I said, this was my first time hiking, so I was already struggling with my shoes. I had to do a quick detour for Ruben to fix my shoes, and let me tell you, afterwards I was in so much pain. So this is the beginning of the hike, and towards the right hand side you will see that you can go to the beach. So we decided to go there just to check it out, and I got into a little fight with crabs. So be careful when you're walking because there's a lot of crabs that come up from the holes from the sand, and I was very scared to squish one of them, so I just kept looking towards the floor just in case. So this is a beach. It was honestly really nice. We walked alongside it for a little bit and then we just regrouped over towards the trail section. It is very easy to notice where the trail is and how to deviate from it, so you don't have to worry about possibly getting lost because it is pretty impossible. Once you're back in the trail, at least the beginning part, I will give you a disclaimer, we did not finish this whole hike, but as you can see towards the beginning, you are next to the beach at all times. So we were walking very leisurely. We saw people driving jet skis. They were also fishing. We were stopping by to look at the cacti. I also ran into an iguana that you'll see later on, but it is a very easy and easy to follow trail, so you will not get lost at all. As you can see, my husband brought his biggest essentials, a knife just in case we had to cut anybody or anything, and his Pokeball to catch Pokemon on the hike. By this point, it was getting insanely hot, so drinking a lot of water, and I actually saw a dolphin, and I'm so mad I wasn't able to record it. A dolphin! Oh my god! Oh my god, I don't think I got it on video!
Where?
Ahí mismo en el medio! So the next best thing is that you get me screaming that I saw a dolphin with actually no proof of it. So I'm so sorry about that. But then we just continued on, and as you can see, the sun is beaming on us, and I ran into a little iguana. She and I'm saying she, I don't know what her gender was, but I felt like it was a woman because we both stared at each other, surprising, like, oh my god, I don't know if you can see it right there in the middle. But we were walking for about an hour, I believe, and the sun was beaming. As you can see, not a lot of cloud coverage, and I was starting to feel it, so we decided to do a little bit of a detour to the right hand side. As you will see very soon, there was a little cool area with a couple of rocks. It hurt a lot to sit on it, but as you can see, it's just a lot of rocks, but you get such a great view. And at that point, since you're next to the ocean, you get an amazing breeze. So we decided to take a quick break to eat a couple snacks. We also had some body armor, not sponsored. We took a couple pictures, and it was a great place to just sit down and kind of regroup because we were starting to get tired. But unfortunately, we just decided to return after we got to this point because we could hear a little bit of thunder in the background. And unfortunately, literally the day after, 2 people died close to this area, actually in Salinas, because they were struck by lightning. So I already had a gut feeling that we could probably get stuck here. So if you were to turn to the right hand side right here, you could keep going on the hike. The hike is supposed to be a total of 2 hours and 27 minutes, but we just walked an hour and we still had so much more to go. So we decided to return because we were both very scared. Okay, I was very scared, but it was still so much fun, and I was very hot and sweaty, so I was very excited to go back and get some food and drinks in a restaurant. So it was a great introduction to hiking. We definitely want to come back and complete the whole hike. So if we do return, I hope to bring you guys along so you can experience the rest of it with us. But afterwards, it was just the exact same walk heading back towards the car. It wasn't, honestly, it felt way shorter coming back. I don't know what it was. And we just honestly blasted the AC and headed to a restaurant in Salinas. So an hour away, we ate near the ocean, which was actually really cool because people had boats and they were just parking up and eating there. And there were so many fish swimming around. So it was such a cool experience. And we got to watch the sunset, enjoy some food and drinks. And it was honestly a great way to spend my birthday doing something entirely different. And we're super pumped to keep doing hikes. So we want to thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.